If you haven't worked with RF a lot, you might not be familiar with these. If you have worked with it, then you almost certainly are. Call these pigtails. This is how you probe RF. So there are two main variants. There's sort of the floppy variant over on the right, and there's the rigid variant over on the left. Rigid variant's better. Buy the rigid one. Part number is there at the bottom. And you've got a solid copper jacket on the outside. That's your return. And then in the middle is your signal. And so what you do is, in this case, I've given myself a pad to put down a pigtail if I need to. And I'm recycling the same pad that I was using for my shield corner. So in this case, RF is coming up through that lower capacitor. There's a via-in pad there coming up from strip line underneath the board. So I take that capacitor off, solder the jacket of the pigtail to this gold connector here, the gold pad, which is just ground, and then solder the inner conductor to the first pad of that capacitor. So now I have, assuming your ground is very close to where your signal is coming out, you can have a pretty low inductance measurement point. Now, of course, as usual, there's going to be insertion loss, blah, blah, blah. But this is like what I do all the time to measure stuff, and the results you get are good, assuming you build your test point correctly.